Hey guys, Sableye VGC here, and welcome back to another episode of Crazy Climbing. Starting things off with a rating right now of 12,950th, which is really low, but that's alright. But we're going to finish off with Edu's team here with the Togekiss, Rhyperior, Arcanine, Hydreigon, Jellicent, and Ferrothorn. We had a few of the longer battles in the last episode, but really good nonetheless. Be sure to go check them out if you haven't already. And we're going to see a sand team right here, rocking Tyranitar, Excadrill, Gardevoir, Charizard, gotta stop blanking out on these names, Dracovish, and Whimsicott. So I 100% think Trick Room is the way to go right now. I don't think he really has much of a thing. He could be Imprison Gardevoir, like Imprison Trick Room Gardevoir, which would kind of mess me up right now. But I think I'm just gonna go Rhyperior Jellicent. I really do. Rhyperior Jellicent Ferrothorn, I think just win this game. Like, I don't see a way he gets through that. I really can't see him breaking through that. I also feel like maybe Hydreigon should be my last one here. And I think I will indeed go Hydreigon. It's just another answer to the Fish's Ren. Basically, I have 3 answers to Fish's Ren right now. Even though Fish's Ren probably still does over 50% to Hydreigon. But nonetheless, at least I can survive it. My opponent gonna lock in nice and quick right now, and we're gonna see what we got going. Gonna be in Hammerlock Stadium once again. It looks like I got the host in this game. And yeah, honestly, surprised we haven't seen that many G-Max right now in the format. I think Snorlax is probably the one that's seen the most usage. I guess Charizard there as well, but I personally think Charizard is just way better. But I could be wrong. Regular Charizard with Solar Power is way better than the G-Max Zard with Solar Power. Gardevoir's gonna trace Water Absorb, and now things get interesting. I'm almost not wanting to Trick Room right now. I'm gonna protect my Rhyperior just to see what he wants to do here, if he wants to go, and I'm gonna Strength Step. Just because I want to see what my opponent wants to do. Like, he could very well Mystical Fire and Fish's Ren Rhyperior slot, predicting like a Ferrothorn switch in, and then I just lose. So I'm gonna see what my opponent wants to do here, play a little bit safer. Dracovish is gonna go for Crunch. So Dracovish actually has a different move other than Fish's Ren, in case you guys were unaware of this. Because most of the time he's just clicking Fish's Ren. We're gonna see Dazzling Gleam, so protecting there, probably not the greatest turn for me. And Jellicent gonna take a big chunk of damage here. We're gonna see a Strength Step, which is good because I'm getting a good chunk of health back. So I should be able to get Trick Room up right now. And I should be able to swap into... Actually, I got all my health back. Well, that's impressive. So Jellicent being back at full health, I'm really not concerned about a Crunch right now. Now I'll swap into Ferrothorn. I know he doesn't look like he's going to be the Imprison Trick Room variant there, so I am going to Trick Room myself here. Might as well get something up and trying to get something going here. Rhyperior is going to come back. We're going to go into Ferrothorn right now. And Ferrothorn tends to make games drag out a little bit, which, I mean, that's kind of in its nature. We're going to see the Fish's Ren straight into the Ferrothorn there, so perfectly content. And Ferrothorn going to go Iron Barb. I wonder if he is going to drop this Imprison right now, predicting this. But no, he is just going to go Dazzling Gleam. I'm content with that. Jellicent, of course, taking not too much damage. I'm alright with that. Trick Room going up. And I'm feeling pretty comfortable right now. I'm not worried about this... fish at all right now. I think I'm more scared of the Gardevoir. I'm really scared of Flamethrower. Mystical Fire. So I am going to protect right here, and I'm going to go for a Scald into the Gardevoir, chip damage him a little bit, and then go for the Gyro Ball Scald into Gardevoir one more time. So I don't think Gyro Ball picks up the knockout into the Gardevoir here. I would be shocked if it did. Jellicent is going to go for the Scald. I forgot he traced Water Absorb, so that was basically useless. Dracovish going for this Crunch. And hopefully Dazzling Gleam will be enough to knock me out. If he can knock me out, I'll be quite content. Gardevoir does reverse the Trick Room, so kind of scary there. And now things get interesting here. Now I'm expecting him to crunch my Jellicent. And if he's going to crunch my Jellicent right now, I think what I'm going to go for is I'm going to go for the Leech Seed into the Vish. And I'm going to swap. And I can't see him going Dazzling Gleam here. Right? There's no way he Dazzling Gleams. So I'm going to go into Hydreigon. If he Dazzling Gleams, good job on him. Congrats. But I'm pretty sure he just goes Crunch, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see a Mystical Fire. I'd be shocked if we didn't. But I think I can win this game without worrying about that. Dracovish is going to go Crunch. That is indeed going to go into the Hydreigon. Not going to do much damage at all. And we are going to see a Dazzling Gleam, so no Mystical Fire, so I do lose Hydreigon. Not really what I want to see there. But maybe there's no item. Maybe there's no mystical fire on this Gardevoir. Which, if that's the case, we have a pretty decent chance. Ferrothorn, of course, gaining some health back right now. My main issue right now is I can't get Trick Room back up. Yeah, that's definitely the main issue right now, is the fact that I can't get Trick Room back up or get Rhyperior on the field. Unless I think Dynamax Rhyperior can survive the Fish's Rend, but I think that's a bit, it's a bit far-fetched. I know he's -1, but it's still double, so it's still base 200 move with a -1 Dragonfish going for... yeah, I can't... Even if I max, I'm pretty sure I die to that. So I am going to go for the power-up. I think I got to kill Vish here. I almost... Yeah, okay, I'm going to try and bait it and see if I can get some health back here. Expecting a crunch this turn, which would pick up the knockout. I'll be able to survive that, swap back out, and see if I can bait the Fish's Rend. I think that's my my first priority here. Dragonfish does indeed go for the crunch, so Rhyperior going to take that pretty well. And Gardevoir going to go for a Dazzling Gleam. Rhyperior going to take that not so well, but that's alright. I need to find a way to get to a point where I can get room back up, or potentially sweep with my Rhyperior. So that's going to do a little bit of damage to the Dragonfish right there. And now I'm going to swap into Jellicent immediately. Yeah, I'm going to swap into Jellicent here, and I'm going to Leech Seed the Gardevoir. Start getting some damage onto that side of things. I mean, I could kill the Dragonfish, but if I kill the Dragonfish, he can easily swap in something like a Tyranitar that's going to kill my Jellicent anyways. So I think having the -1 Dragonfish on the field is the right play. So I'm going to Leech Seed the Gardevoir, and I'm going to attempt this. He could easily not fall for this bait whatsoever. Simply click Crunch Dazzling Gleam again, which might be his best play. I think it is his best play. I'm not sure if he's going to fall for this. If he doesn't fall for it, we're alright. He does indeed Fish his Friend right into my Water Absorb, so at least we got something going for us right now. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's something. And we're going to see Gardevoir go for a Heal Pulse, which I'm content with. And I'm going to Leech Seed into the Gardevoir right now. So now what we could do is, I could swap back into Rhyperior, but I don't think that's the right play. I don't think that's the right course of action here. I think I just try to get the Trick Room up. If I don't get it up, I don't get it up. But if I get it up, I think I'm in a relatively decent spot. If I get it up, I think I just win, to be honest. But Ferrothorn being back to full health right now, which is pretty impressive. Like, just having this Leech Seed is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I need to get Trick Room up right now. I wonder if he'll just try to match my Trick Room instead of trying to kill me. Which would kind of be a problem. But, I am going to Trick Room. I wonder if he'll over-predict and go for the Fish's Rend. That's another thing that he could go for here, is just over-predict, go for the Fish's Rend right into my Jellicent, and I'll be quite content with that. He's going to actually swap out of the Dracovish here. So, goes into the T-Tar. That's fine. Power Whip going into Tar. Probably going to be Weakness Policy, which is a bit unfortunate, but not the end of the world. Tyranitar Sandstream coming up. Once again, another long one. Seems to be the case when I bring Ferrothorn. But Gardevoir is just going to go Dazzling Gleam, so thankfully, he's not going to go for the reversal of the Trick Room here. Ferrothorn going to go for the Power Whip. That's going to connect into the T-Tar here and does massive damage output right there. Are we going to see Weakness Policy? We are, which is not surprising. And we get our Trick Room up now. So now I gotta stop this Gardevoir. We all know Gardevoir is going to try to stop me from getting another trick. Trying to reverse this Trick Room, because that's how he wins this game, is getting outside of the Trick Room. I'm going to go Gyro Ball, and I'm going to go Giga Drain. Hopefully that's enough. I wish I could Scald, but I can't. As we've seen earlier, he did trace that Water Absorb. So I'm going to be back up to full health with this Ferrothorn right now after this Leech Seed recovery, I'm assuming. Yep, full health right now, and I could just kill this T-Tar. I should probably be more scared of it than I actually am, but I think if I can kill the Gardevoir, I win the game anyways. I gotta stay under Trick Room. If I can stay under Trick Room, I've won the game. We are gonna see Dynamax, so I'd wonder if this is gonna be the T-Tar. It most likely will be. And if it is indeed the Tyranitar, he's forced to only hit one slot. It is indeed going to be the Tyranitar, so he's not gonna be able to click Rock Slide. I'd imagine we're gonna see like a Max Darkness. Probably looking like going into Ferrothorn, I would imagine. But as long as I can knock out this Gardevoir before he reverses Room, I should have this game won. Gardevoir is actually going to go for the Ally Switch, which is horrifying, but not the end of the world, because I'm going to get 2 attacks into this Tyranitar here. In fact, I am going to need this. I was going to say, in fact, I'm only going to need 1, but doubling in ends up killing the T-Tar here. I'm very concerned with that. I think maybe he was expecting me to be scared of Tyranitar, and then he'd figure, well, now I'm going to kill his Gardevoir, his Tyranitar stays on the field. But my threat there was definitely the Gardevoir reversing the room. As long as I'm under room, I think this game is won. Like, I've won this game as long as I stay under Trick Room. So I have no intentions of targeting that T-Tar there. But regardless of that, I think we're in a pretty good spot now. So thankfully my opponent did fall for my bait, which is huge when it comes to this kind of stuff. And you know what? I'm going to allow him to reset the room if he wants to right now, because I'm going to go for a Strength Sap. By going for the Strength Sap, I'll be able to get, from an Excadrill, I should get all my health back. If not all of it, very, very close to all of it. Ferrothorn going to drop my Leech Seed, so my opponent did waste a Dynamax there, which is fantastic. When you Dynamax and you don't get a single move off, it's huge. But there's the Strength Sap into the Ferrothorn, it's not a Ferrothorn, into the Excadrill right there, and we're going to see how much health I actually do get back, and I do get back all the way up to full, which is incredible. Gardevoir going to go for the Dazzling Gleam right now, so still not reversing my room. So I wonder why, not quite sure, but Ironhead not going to do anything to my Jellicent right now. And we're going to see a little bit of chip damage from Life Orb. Jellicent's going to be buffed by Hail, Sand I should say. Gardevoir is going to be buffed by Sand, and I'm assuming Excadrill will not be because of the Steel typing, but he should get hit by Leech Seed very shortly. Yeah, so another long episode, well, another long battle I should say. Still might not necessarily be a long episode, but I think we're in a winning position right now. The question becomes, do I want a Strength Sap? Because what I'm scared about right now is the fact that he could I need health here. I definitely need health here. How many more turns of Trick Room do I have? I have 2 more turns of Trick Room, so I definitely need health here. I'm just going to Gyro Ball the Gardevoir right now. And I am indeed going to go for the Strength Sap again into this Excadrill. It's just putting up, I'm doing like 25% damage to it because of his own Life Orb and my Leech Seed, so I'm just going to chip it down that way. Excadrill's going to protect. I'm not concerned. Not concerned in the slightest. Ferrothorn, I'm going to go for the Gyro Ball, going to connect. This should pick up the Gardevoir. Gardevoir is not very bulky on the physical side at all. So Gardevoir is indeed going to drop, and I think we should be good to win this game now. Jellicent going to go Strength Sap, not going to matter because of the Protect. But Jellicent's going to be buffed by Sand, so I'm the only one taking damage from the Sand, so I guess it works out in his favor there. But ideally, I want to be able to set Room up one more time. If I can set Room up one more time, this game is over. I also think this game is over by Ferrothorn sitting on the field still. Like, I don't think he has a way to break through Ferrothorn. I am simply going to Leech Seed the Dragovish, and I'm actually going to go for the Scald right now. That's risky. No, I'm going to Scald. He just protected, so it's fine. I'll go for the Scald. That should kill the Excadrill. Yeah, battle was cancelled, so that game's going to be over. My opponent realized he cannot break my Ferrothorn. I mean, Ally Switch is interesting on Gardevoir, but I just feel like Mystical Fire is way better. So if he had Mystical Fire, that never happened. Right? He gets me on the Trick Room reverse because I'm scared of Mystical Fire, and then the next turn he goes boom, Mystical Fire kills my Ferrothorn, and I probably just lose the game. So, I don't know, I feel like Ally Switch is a bit more gimmicky, a bit more best of one-ish, but hey, it's best of one. It is best of one format on the ladder right now. So we actually are going to go up, we're up to 10,000. Can we be in the top 10,000 after this next battle? That becomes the question. And an opposing trainer has indeed been found, and hopefully this one a little bit quicker. These long games are starting to drain on me. But we're going to find Boza here with a interesting team. So a Trick Room team of his own here, rocking Togekiss, Corviknight, Torkoal, Cofagrigus, Excadrill. That's not an Excadrill, that is a Rhyperior, and a Rotom Mow. So very interesting thing, very, very interesting right now. I think Ferrothorn once again is fantastic. Unfortunately that Torkoal though kind of limits those options. Yeah, the question is, how do I break this? I feel like Jellicent is really, really good. I also like Hydreigon here, which kind of seems dumb, but at the same time, I think Max Darkness could be pivotal in winning this game. I definitely want Rhyperior because I think it's super, super good, and I'm not sure if I want Togekiss here. Like, I feel like it's bad, so I think Arcanine's a little. I know I was praising Ferrothorn earlier, but I'm actually super scared of that Torkoal. I think Torkoal is 100% his win condition here, so I'm gonna go with the Torkoal win condition. Try to hope that he goes for the Torkoal win condition and play to that out rather than trying to deal with this deal with the Rhyperior. I also have my own Rhyperior to potentially deal with his Rhyperior. I'm not really sure how the mirror matchup works here, but we're about to find out. But we got red-haired Boza over here going with the Cofagrigus and the Togekiss. So we probably could be seeing a follow me right now. In fact, I wonder if it's smarter for me to just stay outside of Trick Room. Like, just Trick Room with his Trick Room here. I think I'm going to do that. Trick Room on his Trick Room here. Do I have a way? I don't have a way to hit that, so I am going to swap. And I'm going to hard swap into Rhyperior right here. Seems kind of counterproductive, considering I'm a Trick Room team, but I'm more scared of his Trick Room than I think he is of mine. So we're going to counter Trick Rooms here, and if he doesn't go for the Trick Room, well then at the end of the day, I still get my Trick Room up. So it's not like it's a bad case. I think it's a win-win here for me. I am predicting him. I can't make that prediction of Dazzling Gleam or Follow Me, so I'm not really trying to risk that. I feel like Follow Me makes the most sense. I am a Dark type staring down the Pythagoras, so he doesn't want to lose the Cough, but I could be wrong. So that's why I'm switching out here, but like I said, yeah, I think he does go Dazzling Gleam instead of that Follow Me, so very happy I did swap out there. Rhyperior taking huge damage. Jellicent gonna go for the Trick Room. That also means that Rhyperior, Pythagoras on my opponent's side of the field went for the Trick Room. And now instead of reversing the Trick Room, I'm not gonna reverse the Trick Room, and I'm simply gonna Rock Fall. I don't really want to Giga Drain myself right here. I kind of want to, but at the same time I really don't want to. Like, I feel like if I do that, plus the Dazzling Gleam damage, I'm taking way too much damage. So I'm gonna go Scald into the Togekiss, maybe in case he Dynamaxes and his Rock Fall doesn't pick up the knockout. But this game's getting a little bit more aggressive than the last few. I am going to Dynamax, so no Dynamax from my opponent's end. If anything's going to Dynamax, it will be that Pythagoras, which is kind of interesting. But we're not going to get into that. But I don't think the Pythagoras is going to Dynamax. Either way, Rhyperior should be down to roughly 50% after a Dazzling Gleam here, I would imagine. Yep, Togekiss is just going to go for that Dazzling Gleam here. Rhyperior down to roughly 50% as stated. Max Rockfall going to come through. Going to knock out this Togekiss. I'd be shocked if it managed to survive. Did that actually hang on? Is it Focus Sash? Yeah, it's actually Focus Sash Togekiss. So, very surprising. So now I'm actually kind of regretting the fact that I clicked Scald, but I mean Sand kills him anyways. So it looks like he's going to go for that Trick Room. I think he analyzed his win condition correctly right now. Going to go for the Trick Room right now. He's actually going to Will-O-Wisp. So no Trick Room, still no Trick Room from my opponent, which I guess he knows neither of us. Maybe he wanted me to predict him to go for the Trick Room. Maybe he was predicting me to predict him the Trick Room. I don't know. Either way. So two Trick Room teams might potentially never get Trick Room on the field in this battle. So really cool Trick Room shenanigans, I guess you could call them. Definitely mind game-ish as well. Rhyperior coming in from my opponent. I'm almost positive that's going to be his Dynamax right now. I really do not want to see him get a Trick Room up. I'm going to go for the Strength Step into the Rhyperior, and I'm also going to Max Quick. Do I want to Max Quick? I know it's giving him... Yeah, no, I'm going to Max Quick. I'm burned, though. Do I really want to Max Quick? I'm going to Rock Fall this Cough. I don't really want to give him his Trick Room here. I know there's a slight chance he goes Bulldoze and triggers it himself anyways, but I'd rather go for the Strength Step right now and try to hang in here a little longer. So this is the part of the game where I definitely would have loved to have Ferrothorn in the back right now. But I don't think it's anywhere near over right now. Obviously having Solid Rock is super nice. However, I do think he might be able to knock me out, although I should be slower than his Rhyperior. But Rhyperior going for the Max Rockfall right now, going to connect into the Pythagoras, not going to do a whole chunk of damage, but does a little bit. Jellicent going to go for the Strength Staff, going into this Rhyperior. That's a pretty slow Rhyperior as well. Rhyperior's attack is going to fall Jellicent, gaining all of its HP back, which is fantastic. Rhyperior going to go Max Rockfall of his own here. That's probably going to go into my Jellicent, I would imagine. It is indeed. Jellicent takes that just at 50%, which is quite unfortunate. And Pythagoras is going to go for a Nightshade. So I'm perfectly content right now. I'm going to go for Strength Step again, and I can Strength Step and Quake this Rhyperior now. I feel like he might try to go for Trick Room. Strength Step obviously not going to give me my HP back. But, however, I do want to Strength Step right now. Just because I need some health back. I wonder if I should Rockfall or if I should Quake. I also have... no, I'm not worried about Cough. I am worried about Cough setting up Trick Room though, which would be the biggest, worst case scenario for me. I am going to Quake, I think. Going to start doing damage to this Rhyperior. This is a mistake, I think. He's actually going to Max Guard, and he's going to Trick Room most likely, I would imagine. So Trick Room here would have been definitely would have been the right play for me. However, the good news is here, I'm not giving him Weakness Policy, which at the end of the day isn't a big deal. Which is probably the biggest point. And Clefairy is still going for that Nightshade. That's going to pick up my Gel Snake because it does 50 damage every single time. And he's still got a -1 Excadrill on the field right now. So I'm quite content right now. Of course, and by that I say Excadrill again, I do that quite often, don't I? But I could make it -2 and burn him myself. But then I risk him getting up Trick Room. By bringing in Hydreigon, he's not going to get Trick Room up, which is, I believe, the best case scenario. And I would go Earthquake, but I don't think I'm not gonna bother Earthquaking and triggering his own weakness policy here. So I'm just gonna go like, I'm gonna go Dark Pulse, and I'm going to go High Horsepower, but this High Horsepower is gonna go into the Clefairy. So hopefully this should pick up the knockout on the cough. I mean, he could very well be Colbur Berry, but Hydreigon gonna go Dark Pulse here, and it is indeed going to be Colbur Berry Cough Aggregate. So Dark Pulse coming out, I could either A, get the flinch here, B, just knock it out here with the high horsepower, which I think I will. High horsepower is going to connect into this Clefairy, and it is indeed enough. So of course I'm going to get mummied from my Solid Rock here. I'm not concerned about that too much. And he is going to max Rockfall. This is probably going to be targeting Hydreigon. Okay, that's fine. I was going to say Rhyperior, but I'm okay with him targeting Hydreigon there. I'm quite alright. -1 Rhyperior on the field. I don't really want to give him a chance at winning this game, but although I do believe he's in a good spot, unfortunately I have to say that. Torkoal comes in though. I think I try to abuse this Rhyperior now, and I just try to level the Rhyperior. I think I Earthquake for sure, because then it chips to Torkoal as well, but I also think I Dark Pulse. Dark Pulsing Rhyperior does good damage. The only thing I don't want to do here... The thing is, I don't really want... Yeah, I don't know, this is interesting. I don't want him to protect, kill my... Yeah, I think I'm going to protect. I'm scared of Torkoal attacking me and killing me here. So I am going to go High Horse... I think I'm going to Earthquake, I think. Yes, I'm giving his... Yes, I'm giving him his weakness policy, but at the same time, I think I just need damage output on both Mons right now. Hydreigon's going to protect. I'm also predicting Rhyperior to protect. Rhyperior does not protect, which is alright. So, at the end of the day, not too big of a deal right now. Earthquake coming out. Going to connect into Torkoal, a little bit of damage into Rhyperior. Actually a decent chunk, which I'm quite content with. If he doesn't target down my Rhyperior here, I'm good. Let's see what we get. Rhyperior is going to go Rock Slide from my opponent's end. Not going to kill my Hydreigon. It probably kills. Wait, was he not weakness policy? He was not weakness policy. Wow, so after all that, he just wasn't weakness policy, so I was basically scared of nothing. So, Eruption coming out. Does this even kill my Rhyperior? It probably does in the sun. Yeah, okay, so Rhyperior going down right now. But him being at -1 and being stuck at -1, with the fact that I can actually Will-O-Wisp him here, is fantastic. But I think I'm going to go Snarl Dark Pulse. Get the double Dark move out. Dark Pulse should be doing massive amounts of damage to this Rhyperior. If he wants to protect the Rhyperior and go for an Eruption, kudos to him. Which, honestly, he might do. Which is pretty scary. And I can't protect, so if he goes for that, he's played this game well. Knowing that I would probably protect last turn. Torkoal's actually the one that's going to protect here, so interesting play on my opponent's end here. We're going to see Hydreigon go Dark Pulse. So with that Rhyperior being actually slower than my Rhyperior, perhaps we are going to see something like not Hydro. What's the slower thing? Iron Ball. That's what I'm looking for. Perhaps he is Iron Ball right here. So we're going to see a special attack drop onto this Rhyperior right now. And Rhyperior is just going to go Earthquake. So he's leaving. He's saying, you know what? Hydreigon, you can have the field right now. It's your playing field to play. And I'm going to go Earthquake. Going to go into this Arcanine right now. Arcanine thankfully going to survive that because he's not weakness policy and he is at -1 right now. So Arcanine back up in health right now. And seeing that Torkoal protect. Now the question is, does Rhyperior protect right here? I think I'm going to predict Rhyperior to protect, because even if I get it wrong, I feel like doubling the Torkoal and killing Torkoal here just wins me the game, because then I'll have two faster Mons into Rhyperior. Right? Yeah. So by doubling into the Torkoal here, even if I don't kill, as long as I kill the Torkoal, the game is over, because Rhyperior can't kill both of us. We're going to see though, he might be able to kill both of us. Dark Pulse actually going to be enough to knock out the Torkoal right there. I got to slow down my speech. And Arcanine going to go for Flare, but perhaps I should have gone Snarl again. Single target Snarl would have picked up this knockout, but thankfully Flare Blitz into Sun will indeed as well. And we are indeed going to pick up another win here in this one. So not quite as long as the game, but thankfully there we did get lucky the fact that he was not weakness policy. So that was big right there. But I believe 4-2 with Idu's team? Yeah, 4-2 with Idu's team, which is really, really good. I think this is a really cool team. So if you're a good Trick Room player, this team is actually, I believe I got it from the Trainer Tower rental teams. But it is built by Idu, so it's up there. It'll all be in the description below. So if you're in a Trick Roomy mood, feel free to try this out. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next episode with a new team.